Hi, everybody. It's Jacqueline, and it's Monday today, which means you are getting a Marketing Monday video. One of the questions that people often ask me is why do I focus so heavily on providing marketing advice to small business owners, solopreneurs, bloggers, entrepreneurs, etc., etc. And the answer is while I cover a wide variety of things with some of my coaching clients and consulting clients, primarily mindset, marketing, work life balance. Marketing is often a really great tool to help your business grow. And it's also something that a lot of people tend to resist or not necessarily have a skill set and I do, therefore, I focus heavily on providing you with marketing support and content. So, all that aside, today I wanted to talk about a topic that came up last week at my event. It was called Pitch Perfect, and I featured 3 PR professionals, and they gave us a ton of great advice. So, for those of you who weren't able to make it, I just wanted to share 3 things that really stood out from the Pitch Perfect panel last week. The first question that came up for a lot of people, and I asked the panelists this, is when am I ready to be an expert in the media? And the answer was you are probably ready. I mean, you need to make sure that you talk about your credentials and everything on your website and you have a bio. As long as you have a website and the media can find you, technically they will consider you an expert. Now, this brings up a very valid point that was also mentioned last week, which was a lot of the time journalists and media are on deadlines. So what did they do? They're going straight to social media. They're going straight to Google. And what's going to differentiate you between another expert in your field? SEO, search engine optimization, and keywords that they can use to find you. The look and feel of your website, making sure that it's professional, it's slick, that it looks credible, so they're not just going to pull anybody off the internet and contact them. And the third part is the contacting piece. Believe it or not, journalists, if they're looking for you to be an expert or a source, want to be able to pick up the phone and call you. So the second tip is that you want to make sure that you have a phone number on your website, because a lot of time if they email you, you might miss the opportunity. They need you to be ready. They need you to be available to help them meet their deadline. The third part, or let me just add to this expertise part, this is where I think a blog and blogging plays a very vital role. The more you blog, the more you are taking a stance for what it is that you are an expert in. So don't underestimate the value of your blog, not only for reaching your customers, but also for reaching the media as well. The third thing that we talked about was how do you pitch the media? Who do you need to reach out to? Is it harder to get print coverage versus digital coverage? Should you start with smaller bloggers? And how to maintain some momentum when you don't hear anything back. So that the tips that belong to this third part as far as pitching is concerned, headline is everything, and you need to keep it short and sweet. If you can have a catchy headline, the chances of you actually getting an open rate and a response are high. Now, that said, responses, even the PR pros themselves said that you may not hear it back the first go round when you pitch somebody. But consistency is great and appreciated. That doesn't mean you pitch somebody the same thing day in and day out, day after day after day. But make sure you follow up if you did not get a response from somebody, maybe in like a week or two, and say, hey, I thought you might find this, relevant. I wanted to resend it. I really wanted to be able to connect with you. The follow-up, particularly from a blogger side, is most certainly appreciated. As far as pitching TV and everything, the more of a story you can compile in your pitch, the easier it is to just plug that in and play, the better off. So really think about what it is that you provide that's different, that's topical, that's timely, and I will try to give you some examples of that on the Facebook page later on today. But all in all, You're going to have to pitch a lot before you actually hear back in some cases, and you cannot take it personally if you don't hear back from the media. Get a hit list going, start to connect with people, start to really try to help amplify their content, show them that you actually know who they are, what they write about, make sure you get their name right, and build a relationship first before you try to go positioning yourself or pitching yourself for what you want and what you need. All right, those are the Pitch Perfect tips. I think you'll find them helpful. I'd love to hear from you if you are in the process of getting your own PR going. Comment below and let us know what tips have worked for you. And I will see you on Facebook this week and next week for another Marketing Monday video. Thank you. Bye.